Dini from Yerington, Nevada. It's good to see you again, if you can have you here. Brenda Richards, who's the Vice President of the Public Lands Council from the Idaho Cattlemen's Association, and Dr. Clayton Brown, whose area is sage grouse research, to join us on this particular panel. And as they're coming up, this round deals only with bills 657 and 696. 657, I believe, is yours, Mr. Horsford, isn't it? Good. We will deal with that bill first. For you, it's the same spiel I did with the other group that was here. The clock is in front of you. Your written testimony is part of the record. Anything you want to add to your written testimony will be part of the record. These are the oral comments. I wish you'd look at the timer for specifically. I don't know, Ms. Weldon or Mr. Farquhar, which of you or both of you want to go on 657 first? 696. Oh, I'm sorry. 696 first. This is Yerington, right? I'm sorry. Which one are we going to do first? Lyon County is Yerington. 696. Yeah, Yerington. 696. Which one of you has testimony on that? Okay.
And Ranking Member Grijalva and members of the committee, I appreciate the opportunity to share with you the department's position on H.R. 696, the Lyon County Economic Development and Conservation Act. H.R. 696 would add the Wacova Wilderness to the National Wilderness Preservation System. These 44,500 acres are the largest remaining tract of wild country in Lyon County, Nevada, encompassing the southern portion of the Pine Grove Hills south of Yerington, Nevada. The core of this proposed wilderness is the Forest Service South Pine Grove Hill inventoried roadless area. Designation of the Wacova Wilderness would preserve sage grouse habitat, protect historic cultural resources, ensure the availability of primitive recreational resources, and maintain high air and water quality in the area, while ensuring the conservation of ecologically diverse and important habitats. Further, the bill encourages collaboration between the department and Lyon County commissioners on local wildfire and forest management planning. The department supports these worthy goals and would support H.R. 696 if the bill is amended to address several concerns. H.R. 696 would provide for several standard provisions for the management of wilderness area within the wilderness preservation system. However, it also introduces several new provisions that raise concerns, including the water rights section that would limit presidential discretion under the Wilderness Act to review and approve any potential water development structures or facilities that's deemed of national interest. We would very much like to work with the committee and sponsors of this bill to address these concerns, and I'd be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Mr. Farquhar, to this bill as well?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for the opportunity to testify on H.R. 696, the Lyon County Economic Development and Conservation Act, which affects both BLM and the Forest Service, and we refer to the Department of Agriculture on those provisions affecting National Forest System land, such as the wilderness just described. The bill requires the Secretary of the Interior to convey to the City of Yerington for fair market value approximately 10,400 acres of BLM managed land and the underlying mineral estate. The Secretary would establish the value of the land through a standard appraisal process, and the City will be responsible for all costs of the transfer. We would like to work with the sponsor and the committee on a few technical provisions. It's a bill that's important to the citizens of Lyon County, and we look forward to working with you to resolve our concerns. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mayor Dini, we welcome you here again, and you're part of at least a famous name I know from my years when I was Speaker of the House in Utah, so happy to have you representing your family and your city.
Thank you, Chairman Bishop, Representative Grijalva, members of the subcommittee. I appreciate this opportunity today to testify in favor of H.R. 696, the Lyon County Development and Conservation Act. It's been introduced by Congressman Horsford and supported by Congressman Amodei and the entire delegation, Nevada delegation. We also appreciate Senator Reed and Heller's introduction of an identical piece of legislation in the Senate. Again, I am George Dini, the mayor of the city of Yerington. I'm joined today by Lyon County Manager Jeff Page on behalf of the Lyon County Commission to jointly express the support of the 3,200 citizens of Yerington and the 52,000 people that live in Lyon County, and to urge the committee to quickly pass this bill. On December 3rd, 2012, the Lyon County Board of Commissioners unanimously approved the resolution supporting the designation as outlined in H.R. 696, and they have submitted their written testimony today also. The land sale represents the economic future of the city of Yerington and Lyon County. The city of Yerington is located in northern Nevada in the Mason Valley and has had a proud history of mining and agriculture. However, our economy is rather struggling at the moment. Our unemployment in Lyon County has averaged 15% or higher over the past few years. And what we need are some long-term stable jobs for our citizens and an industry that will provide sustainable economic growth for decades. H.R. 696 mandates the fair market sale of approximately 10,400 acres of federal to the city of Yerington for economic development, a recreational event center, and open space purposes. The purchase of these lands will allow the city of Yerington to annex Pumpkin Hollow mine site to benefit from taxes paid by the mine, sell services such as water and sewer, which will allow the city of Yerington to grow and benefit greatly from needed economic development. Pumpkin Hollow would be the first new copper mine built in the United States for decades. The legislation also designates lands for Wawatka Wilderness, which is located in the South Pine Grove Hills. The land was identified as part of the local stakeholders consultation process. In addition to wilderness, legislation helps protect sage-grouse habitat, protects existing grazing interests, maintains public access on existing roads, and provides continued access to recreation and hunting. In March of this year, the Nevada Copper secured a $200 million to begin construction of the underground mine and mineral processing facility at Pumpkin Hollow on its patented mining claims. The company would like to invest another $800 million to build out a much larger integrated open pit and underground mining operation. However, the level of financing will only happen subject to the passage of H.R. 696. The timely passage of this legislation cannot be overstated. We are operating on a tight timeline. With the financing they have received, Nevada Copper has already initiated detailed siting, engineering, and design project infrastructure. If this legislation is not passed in a timely manner, the benefit to the community of a larger integrated mine are jeopardized. The development agreement between the city and Nevada Copper ensures the company leaves behind resources and assets that provide sustainable economic growth to our city long after the mine is closed. Mr. Chairman, I'm not here asking Congress to give the city some public lands in hopes of attracting economic development. I'm asking that to allow the city of Yerington pay fair market value to acquire a very small percentage of federal lands in a timely manner in order to expand development that is already occurring at Pumpkin Hollow. I cannot express enough the importance of this project to the future of the city, the county, and the state of Nevada, and I urge the committee to quickly approve H.R. 696. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your testimony. We'll now also quickly turn to 657. This is the Labrador Bill. Ms. Weldon, do you have testimony on this one?
Yes, thank you, Chairman and Ranking Member Grijalva and members of the committee, for the opportunity to share the department's position on H.R. 657, the Grazing Improvement